Hi everybody, how you doing? Good evening. I just wanted to basically give some advice to people who are considering travelling to The Hague to visit the ICC Detention Centre where former President Rodrigo Duterte is currently incarcerated. There are several ways of travelling to The Hague or to Amsterdam, and there are ways that are perhaps more expensive and ways that are cheaper. And I basically wanted to give some travel advice. Basically, there's a website called Skyscanner, and for those of you who are traveling to Amsterdam, you could probably look at Skyscanner first. So if you type in where you're coming from, in my case it will be London or Manchester or whatever, to Amsterdam, and you can do a price comparison on Skyscanner. Not to say that you're definitely going to book with them, because some of the travel agents that offer cheaper fares, there are sometimes booking conditions, but use them as a guide. When you've checked on Skyscanner, I would suggest that you go to the website directly of the airline. So most of the time, probably like EasyJet would be perhaps one of the cheapest ways to get to Amsterdam. However, there are some weekends that it's really expensive to go with EasyJet. So there's another option, and that's to go to Eindhoven. So you can go from Stansted in London to Eindhoven in the Netherlands with Ryanair. I've travelled with them on 4 occasions in the last few weeks, and to me they're absolutely fine. For example, on the 17th of May, I know this video will be watched after then, the EasyJet return fare was about £220. However, I managed to get a fare with Ryanair at Stansted Airport, 6 o'clock in the morning, coming back on the 17th at 9 o'clock at night. Do you know how much this cost me? £29.99, which is absolutely brilliant. And from Eindhoven, basically you join the NS, or you download the NS Train app when you're in the Netherlands, and you can get basically cheap fares from Eindhoven to Amsterdam. So basically a return train ticket is probably around about €40. So basically if you factor in that cost, the cost of the return travel ticket to The Hague, and then the cost of the fare, it comes to around €70. But considering the trip to Amsterdam is about €200, sometimes by EasyJet or by other airlines like British Airways, Ryanair might be a good option for you. But of course, it would take you about 2 hours or 2.5 hours to get from Eindhoven to Amsterdam, or even to The Hague. You can take a train directly to Den Haag, which is the Dutch name for The Hague. And from there, when you get to The Hague Central Station, you can look for the Duterte bus, or the bus number 22. It's not called the Duterte bus, that's what people there commonly know it as. It's the bus 22, and that bus goes directly to the detention centre. You can also think about checking on Expedia. There's another one, the Uber app where you can book taxis. There's also Uber flights, and that lets you compare the cheapest flight, and also you can reserve the flight for a few days and you pay a certain amount of money for that. So if anyone wants any advice, if anyone's considering travelling to Amsterdam or to The Hague, they're welcome to get in touch. The best source of information on going around the Netherlands, and of course where the detention centre is to speak to Alvin and Tourism. I just wanted to give you my personal experience on an alternative way to travel to The Hague. There's also the Flixbus. Now Flixbus can range from maybe £50 if booked early enough, to about £100 if you need to leave Amsterdam in the evening. So say for example you fly late, you fly in the morning one day and you want to fly back the following day, and the fare is too expensive on the way back, then I'd really consider using the Flixbus. And basically you just go onto the Flixbus website, go from Amsterdam, I think Sloterdijk or something is the station, the coach station, and you can just go from, and they have a train station there as well, and you can just catch a coach. The coach though is quite long. It took around about 11 hours, but sometimes it can take 12 hours or even longer. So basically you go from the Netherlands to, I think, Antwerp in Belgium, and then across to Calais, and then from Calais you then catch the ferry to Dover, and then from Dover you have another journey to your final destination at Victoria or Stratford. Anyway, guys, I hope that little advice is helpful. Just to say, if you wanted to contact me, if you want any further advice, then please feel free to do that. And of course, I'll see you in The Hague pretty soon. Best wishes. Dagan Salama.